The over-the-weekend projections have come to fruition today, and it begs to ask the question, where to next? Using the immediate short-term timeframes in conjunction with a macro timeframe have revealed some higher probability upside potentials for our review. Let's look at those now. Welcome back to the channel. This is ARCa. Let's look into TTOO. What is up, you guys? Thank you so much for stopping by once again. Let's go ahead and dive in to ticker symbol TTOO, where you will be looking at the 3-hour time frame first. We're going to go ahead and start off with the very, very simple things. Now that I caught your ears, now that I caught your attention, right, based on the projections that we spoke about on the space call, on the video analysis over the weekend, everything looked just like the way we spoke of. So not bad, not bad. I do like that the trade is actually respecting some true market rules, and also actually gaining a deeper correlation to the broader markets in general. That when that actually happens, it's a little easier to read, right? Because based on indices and stuff, you'll be able to track two different tickers in order to gain the understanding of the next. So in this case, let's go ahead and just touch down with the silly little things first, right? So we have an inverse head and shoulders located right over here, right? So you're looking at the left shoulder here, head and right hand shoulder. When you're looking at it as an inverse head and shoulders, this is actually a bullish formation, right? And it's just to tell you the truth right now, this has no mathematical properties to it. It is just a psychological target. If the belief that this formation can take the price to an upside is strong within the asset, then it'll happen, right? But if it's not strong, then, yeah. Right, so let's go ahead and take our neckline, right? So this would be the neckline. It's a little bit of, it's got an upside regression here, but it's okay. It's no problem. From that neckline, we go ahead and take a trend line from, actually, you know what? It's actually this one right here, right? We take it from the very bottom side of the head all the way to the neckline right there, right? And then we apply it to the top of the right-hand shoulder. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can see here that the target that's being projected based on this psychological objective is actually 3601. And I already had a resistance up here, one that I haven't shown you just yet, but of 3408, but of about 3521. I did speak about it in a space call. I'm not sure if I spoke about it in the last video, but it's all good. Now you know that it is there, and it's sharing. It's actually, it's rhyming, right? They're sharing similar targets. So when we have confluence like that, sure, there could be higher probability belief that the price action can be led there, and there are some things to kind of back it, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the 3-day time frame. Apologies if you can hear the little guy over there screaming, right? He's just having fun with mom as she just got home. Okay, so, actually, did I have one more thing to tell you? No, okay. All right, so the 3-day time frame here, team, we are actually riding a falling wedge, right? This falling wedge is a bullish formation, whether it's formed during an upside or it's formed during a downside, right? So yes, this is the convergence of price action alongside declining volume. Actually, that's usually an accumulation, right? Contraction into an expansion move, right? So this is looking pretty good. And usually these triangles tend to break out when they are at about 65 to 70% to the apex of the triangle. In this case, right here, you can actually see that we're at a very nice 65% right now. We could be at that 70% mark here in 16 hours and 53 minutes, aka tomorrow at market close. Okay, so I'm thinking that, yeah, we can possibly get the breakout here officially from this next 3-day candle, or on the next, right? So I was thinking a full 70% completion before we can see some upside targets. First of all, the first target can be acquired by taking sorry about that. Yeah, by taking the trend line from the top side of the triangle all the way to the bottom side. You apply it to that breakout point, and that gives you a target of about 30, let me highlight it here. It is 3540, and you can see right here the 2-spot 272 geometric level at 3541, rhyming very nicely. And the next target would be the second set of bulls. So there are three sets of bulls that are trading this, right? Short-term bulls, a little bit of more of a long-term slash swing trade bull, and a long-term swing trade, right? So that's going to be the center of the triangle now, that we actually take that top side to the bottom side, just like always, right? Just like this here. You apply it to the breakout, to the supposed breakout area, and you can see here that you have a target that's leading up to 43.73. That naturally gives you a resistance level paired with a 2-spot 618 geometric golden mean. So you go ahead and take it just like this, right? And pair it to that upside target just like that as a resistance zone. Okay, so that is your target number 2. Target number 3 now would be actually taken by taking a trend line from the very back of the triangle, right, to its lowest point. So then you apply that to that supposed area of breakout, and now you can see that you're getting a target consistent to this target here, 71.10, right? So now obviously that also gives you a little bit of a range, right? So now it's a little bit of a wider range, mind you, but still something that we should take into account, right? So 58.97 to 65.27 could be that top side target here to face. So now if there is a range for the first target, I think I could actually, I would actually favor it towards the downside as a range zone. So first of all, yes, from the 2-spot 272 at 35.41. Let me see if I can get as close as I can to it. I think it's just going to have to be 35.39. All good. All right. So yeah, that bottom side target, I suspect to be able to see it right about, I'd say here. Yeah, 31.31 to about 35.39, which is already rhyming with the top side targets right over here, aren't they? Nice, right? All right, so you can start to see how everything is starting to rhyme now, right? So those are the targets now validated from these larger time frame and immediate short-term time frame. And now that I'm remembering, team, please remember that I've actually officially announced yet again that I will be offering a master's course one more time, right? So as I did get a few emails here from some people facing some losses, and that actually kind of triggered me to reopen my ARC master's course once again. And maybe this will actually be the last time, hopefully, so that we can go ahead and concentrate on more trading, right, team? So go ahead and get in touch with me. I have to tell you that I've only announced this 2 times in two live streams, right? And I've already gotten around 45 emails, and the threshold list could be no more than 30 people. And that's already kind of filling up pretty fast. So please make sure to get in touch with me at arcmasterscourse@gmail.com to reserve your seat and enroll now, and we'll get you situated. All right, team? So let's go ahead and move on to the previous chart here and look at a couple other things. Okay, so now we're going to pull up the ARC Armor indicator, which is the ARQ indicator that is one of the 8 that we just released as a pre-order. You saw it in the introduction of this video here. And this, I have to say that this armor indicator is the one with the magic sauce regarding momentum with buy and sell signals, right? So if we were to have followed the TTOO 3-hour time frame ARQ armor strategy, we would have actually gotten long the asset here at 1784. We are currently sitting at 2232. Okay, so at one point, actually, we were definitely up to about 2408. So it has not flashed a short signal just yet, and it is still validated. It's still actually respecting the long signal printed back here on Thursday, the Thursday that just passed. So that is looking very good. Another thing that we can look at is from the ARQ algos is actually DBSI, which is a strength indicator, right? So please notice here that this is taking metric of every single candle throughout the entire trading history of it, or whatever period it feels to have enough statistical value. It takes every candle measured upside of the 13-day moving average, exponential moving average, and every candle printed below the 13-day. And that, what it does is actually gives you a relative strength value right up here. So you can see 3-hour time frame. The TTOO asset bulls are leading by 73% over the bears at 27%, clearly telling us that we have an upside coming in. All right, team. Not only that is that usually when you have a buy signal here, so if we were using the DBSI indicator for the buy signal, we would have been entered here at 1527, slightly more aggressive than the armor indicator. And these X's here usually present a consolidation phase before a complete retracement. And I'm talking about reversion to the mean, meaning that we're going to go back up. All right, team. So yeah, this is playing out just the way that it should be playing out. So now if we have any more edge on anything here, I think it would just be the moving averages themselves. So let's go ahead and do that. 3-hour time frame, SMA 50 right over here. Okay, the 50-day simple moving average on a 3-hour time frame. We are knocking at that door of that SMA 50. Okay, so as soon as we can start closing upside of that SMA 50 and validating it as a support, the upside is going to be more than relevant. And I do have to say that my minimum time frame to get that SMA 50 break is the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so right now we're knocking at that 3-hour time frame, converting the SMA 10 into support. Those are all very nice upside signals. And yeah, so it looks like here we would be facing a topside target on the 4-hour time frame of around 26.28 before facing a pullback here to gaining the support of this range, right? To converting it from resistance into support, 23.39 to 24.42. So quick little upside here, retracement back here, get long the asset, continue on to the upside. It would be highly ideal to close a candle upside of this resistance here of 24.42 with a 4-hour candle, right? As soon as we can get that closure up there, we can actually suggest a continuation to succeed the upside of the SMA 50. So that is looking pretty good still. All right, team. So now for the last part of the analysis, this is just the correlation chart that I've been running here. SPY versus the TTOO. This is the S&P 500 index, spot price action ETF, right? So what you're noticing here is that you have the correlation coefficient actually well within the top side of the range here, which is suggesting that there is a high correlation here between TTOO and the SPY. I have to come back to this chart one more time to show you something incredible. First of all, we have a validated drive of regular bullish divergence on the 3-day time frame. So this is very, very big. Huge validation here, right? That the divergence is actually the opposition of price action versus momentum, and in this case, momentum represented by the RSI indicator relative strength index, which is actually one of the gifts that will be handed out to you as a sign up for the. It's just one of these, right? So I'm going to be giving you more, right? So this is just one as a sign up bonus for the ARC Masters course. Okay, team. So from this, yeah, we already have a validated signal here of the regular drive of bullish divergence. In fact, there are several, right? So I just wanted to point out one major one here. Okay, so the resistance that we're facing here at the SMA 14 should be relative enough to facing that resistance right up here at about 27.32, which is very much rhyming with the 26.30 target of the SMA 50, right? Yeah, everything is rhyming pretty nicely. Everything is playing out pretty okay. Now, the reason why I came back here is not only because of the validated bullish divergence, it's also because of this. We have a hammer candle printed on the 3-day time frame down here, and this next candle printing in green upside of this wick here, which is 21.99, the top side of this candle here, right? Closing this candle in green and upside of that 21.99 would be the validation candle for a V-shaped recovery on a 3-day time frame. Okay, so that is leading towards a higher probability breakout play from this wedge. All right, team. So you already know the targets for that as well. Everything is looking good for the asset and for TTOO. Yeah, I definitely like what I'm looking at here, team. If any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well a very, very good rest of your night, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios.